Hey folks, it's Ignited Coyote, and we are in Harlan, Kentucky for a brief visit to Watts Creek. But before we go, we need to remind you, if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and like it. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future videos. Hit the bell notification. Share and comment. I love your comments. Right now, we're in the parking lot of the Harlan Animal Hospital. Across the road from, if I'm not mistaken, the last location of the Keith Post Office. Right there. There. Yeah, in that building, the little brick house with the wooden addition on it. I think that was the last location of Keith Post Office. If I'm wrong, somebody set me straight. It was in 2 or 3 different locations down here. We're at Keith, and we're fixing to go up the creek, like I said. But before I do that, I want to talk to you guys about something. I'm going to try some new videos. They're not going to replace these videos. They're going to be in addition to them. I'll probably release them early on a weekend or maybe late at night, 11 o'clock, midnight. I enjoy watching these videos where these guys goes on like these walking tours. They don't talk. They'll go walk around the streets of New York City, Hawaii, Fiji's, Phoenix, Arizona, Los Angeles. And they'll just walk around. They'll do like a 15-minute, 30-minute, 45-minute just walk. Sometimes it'll be in the rain. Sometimes it'll be nice weather. I enjoy watching those. I go to sleep a lot watching those. I know there's not a lot on really small towns. And, of course, you know I'm all about small towns. So I think I'll try some of those. There'll be an introduction, and then there really won't be much talking, which my wife is really in favor of, ain't she?
I really like the walks in the country, right?
Yeah, and you guys especially. Yeah, they'll be in trails, not just in small town. We'll go up some trails and stuff and try that.
Woods.
Yeah, so we're going to experiment with that. But those videos will not replace our regular videos. We'll still have our regular videos, 1 or 2 a week, like we always try to do, and around the same time, sometime in the afternoon, they'll be released there. But that's going to be something new we're going to try. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. You can still watch our regular videos, but that's something we're going to try, and we're going to do maybe 1 or 2 of those a month, right, Mrs. Coyote?
Yes.
Now, let's get on with this video before we bore you to death. We're on 119 headed south, and to get up Watts Creek, you need to turn off down here. If you're going south, it's just a little past the 840 intersection. If you're coming north, it's just before the 840 intersection.
Right here's the turn to Lowell.
And there's the 840 intersection where you go up Lowell, the Rest Haven Cemetery, Real Vista, and you can get into Harlan from there.
Right here.
And here's the turn off to Camp Blanton, the Blanton Forest, and Watts Creek. Beautiful day, isn't it, Mrs. Coyote? Well, a little bumpy there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's issues.
Anyway, like the sign said back there, you'll find Camp Blanton here, which is on the edge, Watts Creek on the edge of Blanton Forest, one of the oldest growth forests in America. Now, I'll put a link to the video I done at Camp Blanton, which is the gateway to the Blanton Forest. And Camp Blanton's up here. I'll put a link to that in the information section of this video, or maybe pin it in the comment section so you can find it easily. Now, unlike a lot of these secluded little communities, this one still has a lot of people in it. Some of these communities are kind of dying out, and you'll find more empty houses than populated ones, but they still have a good thriving population up here, especially on this side.
It's in the country.
Yeah.
So.
Now, are you from here? Did you visit your mama and papa here? Did you squirrel hunt here? Anything you done here? I mean, you know, anything you can talk about on a family YouTube channel. Let me know in the comment section. You know, we should have got up here while the leaves had color. shouldn't we, Mrs. Coyote?
Yeah, we went everywhere though.
Yeah, but you know, all times of year are beautiful, and all kinds of weather's beautiful.
Different seasons.
Yep. And this is a beautiful place. I see why folks loves it up here. And like I said, it's still pretty thickly populated. That guy back there's got a railroad crossing sign on one of his outbuildings or something. There's a funny story behind that.
What you got, bunch of
Yeah, breaking pavement. We run into that when we did our video on Cromie's mountain that with the breaks in the pavement, quite a few of them. And they got a bad break coming down the mountain out of Virginia over there now. I don't think we got that in any of our videos, but you just found one right there.
There it was.
Woohoo.
Whoop, there it is. And I
Woohoo.
found it.
Yeah. Woohoo. This is a beautiful community. I hope I'm capturing. And here's Camp Blanton.
Beautiful.
Over here. Yeah, like I said, I'll put a link to my Camp Blanton video.
So beautiful here.
Yeah. Speak up kind of, Mrs. Coyote, because I'm not sure about the cover I got on that microphone, that windbreak. I think it kind of muffles
I said
it.
it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's some chickens.
Yeah, it's beautiful over there.
What?
Chickens? Oh, there's
Hens.
chickens. Oh, yeah, chickens. Oh, yeah.
All in the country.
Yeah. You know, it's something to see free-range chickens with the coyote population we've got these days. Those must be some smart chickens.
Or some smart dogs that keeps them on.
Yeah, they may have some good watchdogs.
What is it?
Those Pyrenees. We used to live next to a guy when we lived in Virginia, and he had goats. He had a farm.
There's a little red truck on the side of the
Oh, yeah, the little red truck. Well, here, I'll try to get the little red truck for
No,
you. Go
you
on.
can't. It's too...
You can't?
No.
Okay, she loves that little red truck. She loves that little red truck. She has got it everywhere. She loves that truck, you know, with a Christmas tree in the back, without the Christmas tree.
It's okay.
I'm afraid I'll wake up someday with a little red truck tattooed on me. Anyway, the story I was telling, this guy had these great Pyrenees dogs, and he had like this farm. He had goats and sheep and chickens, and these Pyrenees, man, they'd stand watch over those animals, especially the chickens. A hen had dittlers. At least that's what we called them in the country, dittlers. Anyway, chicks. And remember that dog standing guard. There's a kitty cat in the road.
Go on.
Hey, little kitty cat. Out being a cat, chasing things. But anyway, remember that dog I hit stood guard over that hen
yes.
with her chicks? Remember?
Very wise
Those
dog.
Pyrenees dogs, they just look like they're wise.
They are.
Yeah, and they are they've really got that herd mentality to take care of their herd or whatever it is.
You got some grandchildren or some children out in the yard, they'll guard them too.
Oh yeah, great country dogs.
They said that they would guard the kids
Yeah.
when they was out playing too, keep them in the fence.
Yeah.
So there ain't nothing wrong with that. Smile children.
Yeah. We go to getting down the forest side here. Back a long time ago, there's a piece of property you liked down here, wouldn't Mrs. Coyote?
Yeah,
It's on down here. The road's kind of narrow. Yeah, they've been working on it a lot. They've had a lot of it slide. I guess it was all the rain we've had. Like I said, I've seen that on Cromie's and up going up into Virginia. Seen it on roads I don't know the name of.
I mean, this is a small road, but if a car comes, you just have to kind of let each other go by, right?
Yeah. You just about have to figure a way to give each other some room.
Just because you're on the road don't mean you're the only one on the road. Right?
Well, you know, a lot of folks drives like that. We run into a guy driving like that recently, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he thought that stop sign didn't mean a thing to him, didn't he?
Ain't it very aggravating when somebody does something on you on the road and you know it's their fault, but they don't know it's their fault.
Yeah, this
but
guy,
they think it's your fault.
This guy looking at his phone apparently,
Boy, that really boils my blood.
Looking at his phone apparently he ran a stop sign on us because we'd been sitting there. It was, you know, a four-way, first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So we'd been sitting there a while. He comes flying through, runs it on us, and then gets mad at us like we ran it on him. There, but you know, if he had been looking up from his phone and looking at the road, but you know, that's another story.
Hey,
God bless people.
I admit when I'm wrong when I'm driving like that. Whoops, I made a mess.
Yeah, that's one of the few things in my life I'm proud of. When I mess up on the road and somebody gets mad at me, because I've had my wife, you know, a lot of times you don't like your wife to know when you boo-boo up. And she's not been looking, and she said, well, why that guy get mad at you? What's wrong with him? And I'll say, well, actually, I kind of cut him off back there, you know, or something. So I pretty well confess even to my wife.
Yeah, he's honest about that. That's why, I'm usually over there driving when I ain't driving anyways.
Yeah. Well, we're taking away talking about traffic, which there's none on this road right now. We're taking away from the beauty of this community. And this is a beautiful community.
This ain't
this ain't the end of the road. This is country living, folks. This is living out in the country. This is what it's all about if you love country living.
Now, is this what they call the Watts Creek? There's a creek
I guess. I imagine. I mean, I'm not super familiar with this. I know people. Yeah, they're doing some work on that pretty piece of property.
That property that I like?
No, I think the one you used to like many years ago was down from here. But yeah, somebody's working on that. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice for a nice cabin.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful, a nice cabin. You reckon?
There's an old road here.
Yeah, there's an old road up the hill over there.
It
Sure is.
in the cemetery, or it used to be a homestead.
Could be any one of those. Could be a cemetery and a homestead. You know, a lot of times they
there's the
run
creek down there.
hand in hand. Yeah.
That's the Watts Creek.
I'm not sure what they call
it's
it.
Called Watts Creek.
Well, a lot of time, you know, look at Puckett's Creek.
So
You got two creeks over there in Virginia, so
I don't know. Maybe
a lot of times, you know, somebody will explain it all to us on here. Don't get impatient. I have smart people that watches these videos, and there comes somebody right now. He's handled it.
Okay,
He's
buddy,
fine.
you're used to that. I'm not.
Yeah.
Have some mercy.
The locals can drive it blindfolded
Scared me to death.
with one hand on these little roads.
Have to go into the creek.
But anyway, these folks on here, they if you have patience,
so nice.
they'll tell you a lot of history about all these communities. Have patience, and somebody will explain it all to you. I've learned a lot. I really have. I want to say this. I've learned so much from the folks commenting on my videos. Now,
Listen how nice and peaceful this is.
Oh, yeah, listen to that. Well, actually, the microphone's stuck to the mirror in the middle of the car, so I don't know how much of that nature sound it's picking up. I could stick it out the window there. And down here is a piece. I think this is, that's like almost 30 years ago, but yet one time you had your eye on that, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a pretty little spot over there. Imagine that little spot filled up with snow.
You got a road
And a pretty little cabin in it.
You got a road right here on the side. I wonder where that one goes.
Well, it goes somewhere.
Well, they don't.
They don't want to be bothered because they got a gate. So, what does that say? I don't got my glasses on, Mrs. Carter.
Residents of 4 numbers. So.
Okay.
Here's the road.
Okay. Well, they don't want to be bothered, so we won't bother
They got
them.
their nice, peaceful living.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
By people coming in there.
Yeah, like us coming in there trying to do YouTube videos. That's exactly how I put that gate up. I put that gate up. We've had people coming in here doing them YouTube's videos, and I'm tired of it. Look at the color over here. Still got a little bit of color over there. That is so pretty.
Now, this mountain over here we're looking at, what is that? Across from there. The ones that we're looking straight ahead to. Is that
mountain? I mean,
the airport's at, or is that from behind us?
You know, this is actually, you know, a little out of my wheelhouse.
Here's another little road. Does that just go to community? Or?
I imagine it does.
Well, there's a
What does that say? Rogers Lane?
It looks like it gets flat up there.
Roger, it's probably real nice up there.
It does. It looks
That's
like
Rogers Lane.
There you go. You can
There
give
you
me one
go.
of those and you
Somebody
put me
got
on the
his
side.
three-wheeler out there, man.
You put me on the sidecar.
Yeah. You have to sit on the back of them. I don't think you can use a sidecar on the track.
Oh, was that a try?
Yeah. And now we're coming out on 119 at Tremont, is it? Tremont,
Yep,
I do
this
believe.
Is Tremont. They had
Yeah.
bad flooding over there.
Well, it floods over there where those trailers are at right there a whole lot.
Oh, Lord.
Quite a bit. God bless those
it was
folks.
Very bad.
Now, they're kind of like in a hole or something, that culvert.
I think that water, if they could fix that.
I think a culvert's there that stops up, but it floods there every time.
Awful. I feel so bad. It's a busy road right here now.
Yep, 119 can get busy.
Everybody's coming and going always.
Yeah, right down there is where they had that flooding down there a lot. Man.
It was really bad.
Yep. Well, folks, thank you so very, very, very much.
Now, if I turn in here, where does this go?
Right along. That just loops back around, comes right by. Yeah, that just loops around.
Okay. There
Yeah,
says
yeah, right there. Yeah, yeah. Tremont
All right,
Drive.
then
Yeah.
I guess we'll go down here and turn it
Okay.
around.
Well, thank you, folks, very much for following us up the creek and back out today and watching this video. We do appreciate you. What do we say, Mrs. Coyote?
What do we say?
Bye. And if Papa Coyote was with us, he'd say, adios, amigos. Hopefully he'll be with us again soon.